Jason here with finally my response to Saddle Tramp's challenge. He sent out a little challenge several months ago on why do you ride the bike you ride. And he asked us to give 3 reasons. Well, anyway, I think I only got 2 maybe. The first one is a little story. One day, I was going to go buy this motorcycle. Not this one, but another one. It was a Honda or something like that. The guy wanted $1,000 for it. And so I didn't have a trailer, so I called Saddle Tramp. Hey man, come with me to pick up this bike, man. This guy's gonna sell it to me, $1,000. It was a Honda or something like that. Anyway, so all right, cool, let's go. Went to his house, got the truck, got the trailer, loaded everything up, boom, took off. We're riding down the road, talking, jee-hawing, laughing, and everything. And next thing you know, the guy calls me and says, "Hey man, you're the guy that won the bike?" I said, "Yeah." Well man, it won't start, man. I pulled it out, tried to get it to crank, it won't crank. I'm gonna have to call my brother to come over to try to figure out what's going on with it. It was running fine, but now it won't do nothing. And I was like, well, all right, man, all right. Holler at me if something happens, but I'm not interested anymore, if you're having issues with it. He said, all right. So anyway, so me and Saddle Tramp turned around. I'm kind of feeling bad because I got him to get his truck, load up the trailer. We done went down the road a little ways, kind of out of his way, I guess, maybe. Get on back to the house, and he's like, hey, man, I'm sorry it didn't work out with the bike, man. I was like, yeah, it's all right. Something will come along sometime or another. Then he was like, well, hey, man, I thought you wanted my Dyna. I thought you thought it looked pretty cool. You'd like to have it. I was like, yeah, I do like it. Would you like to have it? Yeah, man, yeah, I'd like to have it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, what's the problem? I said, well, money is the issue. I got $1,000, that, and that's it. I can't afford it. And he was like, well, hey, man, I'll work with you. So, amazingly, he let me make payments on it. And so that's the only way I was able to be able to get a bike like this. I mean, you can get Kawasaki's and Hondas, used bikes, $1,000, maybe $1,500, almost all day long, But a Harley, that's a little bit different, as far as price-wise. So anyway, and I'd like to use this opportunity too to tell Saddle Tramp, thank you, I appreciate you, man, for working with me and helping me with that. And he really did work with me because there were months, man, that I didn't even make a payment, and he didn't come repo it, evidently, So he worked with me. That's the kind of person he is, So anyway, so one reason why I ride the bike that I ride is because of friendship. Saddle Tramp helped me out. He helped me to be able to get this bike. He worked with me, and I appreciate that. So that's one reason. The second reason is now, well, I had an opportunity to get rid of this bike, to trade it for, I think it was an '06 Fat Bob, I think it was. Anyway, it was fuel injected, nice bike. This is carbureted. And so anyway, I was going to trade it in and get a loan on the rest of it and get the bike. So anyway, so while I'm waiting to find out from the bank whether or not the loan will go through, I'm at home, I'm washing the bike, I'm polishing up the chrome and all that, and I started getting sad. I got to thinking, wow, man, I'm not sure I want to get rid of this bike, but oh well. If the loan doesn't go through, I'm not going to be mad. Well, anyway, long story short, the loan didn't go through, and I was not mad at all because, man, I started cleaning up this bike, and I got it's kind of like what Corey said when Corey got rid of it to me. It was like, man, it's like seeing a family member go, you know. So anyway, that was the introduction for my second thing. So the second reason why I ride this bike is because, man, I'm developing history with this bike. If you get a new bike, you don't have any history with it, you know. And once you've had a bike for a while, you start developing history. And man, me and the wife jumped on this thing with Saddle Tramp and his wife, and different bikes, of course. Boom, took off to North Carolina, and had a blast. And then we went to Texas to Giddy Up. Yeah, went to Giddy Up in Texas. And now I'm kicking around the EDR run, El Diablo run to Mexico. That'd be a blast. But anyway, so now I'm developing history with this bike. And once the bike goes, all you got is memories. You got to start over with another bike, you know. So anyway, so two reasons why I ride the bike I ride is one, because of friendship. Friendship was the enabler that helped me to be able to get this bike, to acquire this bike in the first place. And two, second reason is, I guess why I still ride it is because of history. I don't think I can get rid of this bike for anything. When it comes time to get another bike, I think this one here is going to have a brother or a sister sitting next to it, you know, because I don't think I'm going to get rid of this bike. And anyway, so the second reason is history, and it's still developing. And I guess the third reason is because it's dependable. Saddle Tramp had it; he put a lot of miles on it, and I've had it and put a lot of miles on it. Not as much as he has though, but and we both kept up on the maintenance, and it's still running strong for a twin cam. And so anyway, because of friendship, I reckon you could say, is the first reason. Second reason is because of the history. And the third reason is because it's just fun. I'm not going to stretch and try to come up with an extravagant third reason. It's just fun. So anyway, this is Jason with the 03 Dyna Super Clyde with my 3 reasons why, in response to Saddle Tramp, with my 3 reasons why I ride the bike I ride. Oh yeah, and plus two, part of the history, I've done some work on this thing, man. I ripped out all the wiring. The only thing that's really changed though, well, saddlebags of course, the seat. I think the seat come off of an old shovel head. Got it on here. I ripped out all the wiring. I took off all the switches. Only half of them worked. Got rid of anything that didn't work on it. I took it off. Speedo, it didn't work. It went away. Switches, got rid of them. No blinkers. It didn't have blinkers on when I got it. But anyway, got rid of all that, and that kind of helped me to get to know the bike even more, because I had to tear it apart to do all that. It got me, helped me understand the wiring of these creatures a little bit better. So anyway, so without further ado, this is my 3 reasons, and I don't have anybody to challenge, so I'm not going to further it. So anyway, appreciate your time, and happy 4th of July. God bless. Here, you want to see my fancy cameraman? It's a 2x4 on a table, man, holding up the phone. Y'all have a good one.